Hey everybody, welcome to the Damsels in Debate podcast. I am your host, Tina.
I'm your co-host, Vanessa.
Yay. Hey. We are getting very close to Christmas, aren't we?
Yeah, it's coming up so fast.
What is it? Christmas Eve is 10 days away.
Oh, jeez.
Did you get all your shopping done?
Oh, yes. I was done like a month ago. I don't like waiting till last minute. Yeah. But the problem with that is I forgot what I got everybody.
Oh, yeah,
so I see all these wrap gifts. I'm like, wait, what did I get my sister?
Yeah, I had to write everything down because I was getting very confused.
Yeah.
So, and I got like one more gift I have to buy, and then I'm done, finally. Yeah. But I probably won't get that gift till like late next week or something. But anyway, moving on. Let's see. Neither of us saw any new movies this week. It's been kind of with new movies. I know the second Hobbit movie came out, but I really don't have any interest in seeing that unless somebody tells me it's just like super fantastic and you have to see it in the theater.
I'm only interested in the Benedict Cumberbatch voice.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of interesting.
That would be the part that I'd be most interested in, is seeing the actual dragon, just the effects and stuff. But the first one really, really soured me out. So I don't really care about that movie.
I know that Anchorman 2 comes out like Christmas Day or something like that.
There's a couple movies that come out Christmas Day, I think. That Keanu Reeves, 47 Ronin one, I think comes out Christmas Day. The Wolf of Wall Street, I think, comes out Christmas Day.
Leo.
Yeah, 3-hour-long Leo movie.
Oh, jeez.
But I really want to see that, though. Yeah, there's a couple. It's weird, but whatever. And they're all different, like very different types of movies too.
I was thinking, wouldn't it be crazy if they made like a Love Actually 2 or something like that, like a follow up,
like
to
a continuation?
People? Yeah,
kind of do that. I don't. Well, yeah. I mean, there's enough storylines there. Yeah. You could do that. I'm surprised no one's pitched it yet. Yeah, they might have actually. We don't know. But moving on. Anyway, so yes, neither of us went to the movie theater this week, but we did watch some Christmas type movies. Let's see. I'll go first since I watched a couple extras. My movie this week was Gremlins. And this movie, I'd seen bits and pieces of it throughout the years, but I never sat and watched the whole thing from beginning to end. And before anybody says anything, this movie is Christmas. Like it's set during Christmas time. There's Christmas decorations in it. There's Christmas music all throughout the movie. It's Christmas.
Oh, wait. Should we say that we're doing spoilers for everything?
Oh, yeah. We will do spoilers.
Old movies,
actually, we both watched pretty old movies.
80s movies,
yeah. So, but, I mean, just throwing that out there for the rest of the show. Everything we talk about, we will have spoilers. So anyway, that being said, yes, I'm glad I finally saw this movie. I actually really enjoyed it. And I don't know exactly when this came out. I feel like it came out in like 84 or 85. So I was one. So, but like it was good. I really liked it. And I've seen the second one where they're in like New York or whatever, but I only saw that like a really long time ago, so I don't really remember it all that well.
Home Alone? No.
Well, I've been wanting to watch Home Alone, but it's always on the channel with the commercials, so I don't want to watch it that way. But anyway, yes, Gremlins was really cute and funny. Gizmo is adorable and stuff. And the other ones are really gross, especially when the one's dying. I was like, oh, God, this is grossing me out a little bit. But no, it was very cute. Stupid jokes and all that kind of stuff. But I really enjoyed it. I'm really glad I finally got to see this movie.
So it's a comedy? Or a scary movie?
I mean, I guess it's like a comedy horror movie kind of, because they're not super scary. Well, I mean, I was scared of them when I was very little. I thought they looked scary, and like people die in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Not a whole lot, but there are some casualties, but there are funny parts, and like they like take over the bar, and one's like dressed in drag, and another one's like smoking and stuff. So it's like it's a stupid movie, but I don't know. I liked it, and I'm glad I finally saw it.
I think my mom suggested that I watch that.
Really?
Something. Yeah, I think it's either Gremlins or something with like a name like that.
Oh, okay. There's another one called Critters that I've never seen. There's like 2 or 3 of those, I think.
Yeah.
But I've never seen those. So yeah, that's been in there for a long time, so I can finally scratch it out.
Yay.
Yeah. Now yours was a little bit more Christmas themed, and this one, I must say, I watched this movie. It's a tradition. I watch it every Christmas Eve.
Yeah. I can't believe that I hadn't seen this movie. I mean, I mentioned it to my dad, and my dad's like, "Oh, that's a great movie." I'm like, "Why don't we ever like watch it as a family?"
Yeah.
But my movie was Christmas Vacation,
right,
with Chevy Chase. And what a hilarious movie that was. I just like, no shame, was just laughing like,
yeah,
like just out loud. So obviously, I loved it. I mean, any Christmas movie, comedy, like I'm sure I'm gonna like every single movie I watch for this our holiday lineup here. I must say that Chevy Chase is such a genius at looking crazy, like the crazy eye thing, because he's like, like this crazy eye thing, and I just keep laughing.
That rant he goes on. Oh
yeah, about his boss being delivered with the
hallelujah, holy shit. Where's the Tylenol?
The whole thing with the chainsaw too. I was cracking up. Well, first his neighbors, and his poor neighbors, man. I mean, I know they were jerks like at the beginning, but they just kept getting like shit handed to them.
It was kind of ridiculous. But they were. Oh god, the interior of their house, and they was wearing those sweatsuits and stuff.
And then later on, it was like the Christmas Eve. Because I watched this with Rob. I was like, are they drinking margaritas?
Oh yeah,
they like margaritas on like a fruit plate or something.
Yeah. Oh my god. Super pretentious.
But the chainsaw stuff was funny, especially when he was going through the house with it, and I literally just really laughed out loud, even though this probably wasn't the funniest line. But when he's talking to his wife, and she's like, "I don't think this was the best thing for you to do," because he had gone out and gotten another tree. Since the uncle like burnt down the other one. And he's like, "Well, we know we needed a new coffin. So I mean, tree." So it was just.
It's
so
just like, are you okay?
Coffin, and he's like, and then like the banister is loose, and he just saws it off. Like he's just going to
fixed it. And then he finds like a Mother's Day present up in the attic. For like a couple years before.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom, 1982.
Exactly.
What was that one guy? The redneck guy, was that like his brother-in-law?
No, I think what it is his wife, Beverly D'Angelo, and the woman, Eddie's wife, I forget her name, but I think they're cousins.
Okay.
So she's married to him, so it's like Cousin Eddie, basically.
Oh, okay. Because I thought I heard like uncle, I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't think they're brothers, because she's acting way too like, nah. Yeah. But that guy's like, why is this guy so familiar? I was trying to place him, and then we're like, oh, that's the guy on Independence Day.
Yeah, that's Dennis Quaid's brother.
Yeah.
Randy Quaid.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
That's my favorite out of the vacation movies. I do love just the first one, the National Lampoon's Vacation. That one's very funny, but Christmas Vacation is my favorite, I think.
I'll have to go through all of them. I don't know how many there are, but I've seen 4. European Vacation, and now I've seen Christmas Vacation, and that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, to be honest, the only ones that are worth seeing are Christmas Vacation and Vacation.
Oh, okay.
Vegas Vacation, they're older and stuff, and it's like, but it's just not really funny, you know? It's like cute that they did another one, but it's just not very funny. And European Vacation, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but everybody is always like, oh, that's just the worst one.
I thought it was funny. Like, there's a scene in there where, like, they're like, oh, take a photo of us. And the guy, like, runs off with their camera because he, like, convinced them to go into the fountain and stuff with their shoes off. And then he's like,
I'm always afraid of that. That's going to happen whenever I ask somebody to take a picture of me.
Like, here's my phone. Take a photo. Like,
exactly. Here's my unlocked phone.
Normally, I don't condone, animal abuse or, well, not really abuse, but like I cracked up laughing with that cat being shorted out with
if you were gonna laugh at
that. No,
I
laughed like because you didn't see the cat, because you just saw like the outline of the cat through the floor or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But like when I saw the cat chewing on the lights, like, oh, that's what my cat does.
Oh, see, like, I never had a cat that did that, which I'm actually really happy about now.
It's something creepy in that, something like they think it's like animal intestines or something like that. I don't know. That's what I've heard or been told.
Well, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
And then what was it? Was it Aunt Bethany? she was kind of
allegiance to the flag.
Is Rusty still in the Navy?
Like, is this the airport?
They didn't move into a new house.
Oh man.
Oh, that's a good movie. I love that movie.
I was laughing throughout it.
Yeah.
So, and the whole like at the very beginning when like he's getting the road rage with the people.
Yeah.
I was like, it reminded me of Jeepers Creepers a little bit.
Oh.
It's like, this could turn ugly.
This could turn into a whole different movie.
So, I'll have to see Vacation, like the first one.
I don't know if I have that, but if I don't, I need to get it because that movie cracks me up.
I mean, I'll put on my list right now. I got all the holiday movies that you've given me that, like, I can't believe you haven't seen this. What's the matter with you?
Yeah. Well, that's good, though. That's a good one to kick it off with.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I enjoyed it throughout. So
awesome. Let's see. Okay, so I saw another 80s movie last night, and I'm pretty sure this one was 85. I saw Fright Night.
Oh,
this is another movie. I've had it in my list forever to watch, and I don't know how I never saw it when I was younger. It just doesn't make any sense because it's like my kind of movie. But yeah, never saw it, so I borrowed it from a friend. I've actually had it for a couple months. So,
did you see the new one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you saw the new one before seeing the original one.
Yeah. And I do think the original one was better.
Okay.
I like the actors that are in the new one, and the new one wasn't bad, but the original is better.
Colin Farrell.
Oh well, yeah. I love Colin Farrell and Toni Collette, and there's good people in that movie. But anyway, in this one. Now, have you seen this movie?
No.
Oh, okay. The guy, the Colin Farrell's character, the vampire, is played by Chris Sarandon. Do you know who that is?
No.
He's the guy who played Prince Humperdinck in Princess Bride. The prince she's gonna marry. With the dark
I'm
hair.
trying to place him. Yeah, I keep seeing Carrie Elwes. Like, no, that's the As You Wish guy.
Right. I think he was
I think I remember him. He was kind of snobby looking or whatever.
Yeah. So he's the vampire in this movie. He's really good in it, actually. I haven't seen too many of his movies. Just mainly Princess Bride. So that was kind of funny.
I love the Princess Bride.
Oh yeah, that's one of the classics for sure. But yeah, it was. I didn't really recognize anybody else except for. Roddy McDowell was in it. He had some weird makeup. But anyway. Yes, I really like this movie. It's totally 80s. Like the clothes they wear. There's this club scene and stuff. The music is great. And
weren't you saying that you wish you could like go back in time just to go clubbing, like 80s clubbing?
Oh, yeah. I would have been awesome. I mean, no coke or anything.
Yeah, well, just minus the drugs.
Yeah, just to go dancing and stuff. I would have loved to do that.
And Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I love my 80s music. But anyway, so I really enjoyed this one too. It's another one where they used all like makeup and prosthetics and stuff. Because I didn't realize that the vampires turned into like monsters, when they're like in their vampire form or whatever.
Kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So I was like, oh, well, there's like a whole new thing here going on.
Speaking of, I'm just thinking of a tangent because I just saw it at Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I had a huge crush on Spike. Like James Marsden, I think. Like,
James,
but
yeah.
But in real life, it was kind of like the whole Daryl thing. Like, I had a crush on Spike, but in real life, I was like, he's kind of like meh in real life. But I was just thinking that I was like, I'd love to meet some Spike.
He was like the big fan favorite because I didn't watch Buffy, but I know, like, I knew of it and I knew stuff that was going on there. But yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just vampires. Everybody seems to love like bad boy vampires, I guess.
And then he ended up being in love with Buffy. So like, he has a sweet side.
yeah, exactly.
Daryl thing too. He had a sweet side for Carol.
Yeah, girls soak that stuff up. There's an an older episode of Supernatural where they find out that somebody's been writing books, basically these short stories about their lives, and they get all like mad about it because it's their life and they're hunting these monsters and demons and stuff. And then they find these books and it's like from older episodes and stuff. And they're talking to this lady who's like the publisher because they're trying to find out the author of the books. And she's talking about them. And they didn't say that, these are our lives, but they're just trying to find out the information from her. And she's like, oh my goodness. And then when this happens and that happens, and they're like, this is so weird because it's their lives.
Yeah.
And she's like, and the best parts are when they cry. Because they're like, these heroic studly men and stuff. And they're just both standing there rolling their... Yeah, exactly. But it's such a good episode because it plays on all that stuff.
I guess that's a popular concept because in the L Word in the last season, the one girl, Jenny, who like was friends with everybody, she ends up like, because she's a writer, she ends up writing like a book about everyone's lives, like all their private information she knew. She changes the names, but everyone knows it's them and everyone hates her and stuff. Like she becomes a hated character.
Okay.
So because she gets popular and people want to make a movie out of it and stuff. So
that's actually, if you ever finally watch The Best Man, that's the basic storylines goes on in there too. So yeah, a lot of people do that.
Interesting. Anyway, Fright Night.
Fright Night, yeah.
It's all related.
So yeah, I don't know how we got there, but yeah. So yes, I really enjoyed this movie. Trying to think if there was, there's this kid in there, Evil Ed or whatever. Yo, his laugh is so annoying. Like, it made me want to just punch the computer or punch the TV.
You just made me think of Ed from The Lion King, the hyena. Like,
no, his laugh is okay because this is like a teenage boy, and it's like a fake laugh, and it's so annoying. But are
you able to imitate it or no?
Oh, it was just really like like it was just really, really annoying, and he kept doing it.
We're gonna go into the red with our audio with that one.
yeah. But yeah, you can look it up on YouTube if you really want to see it. But
you should insert it in there.
yeah, maybe I'll do that. But yes, it was terrible. But yeah, good movie. I'm glad I finally watched these movies. They were quite enjoyable. And then on the other end of the spectrum, I watched Lovelace, which is the movie based on porn star Linda Lovelace and her Deep Throat movie or whatever. I'll be honest, I don't know much about her besides the movie that she was in. And excuse me, but anyway, I liked a lot of the actors that are in this movie, so I was like, well, I'll check it out. It was on Netflix. And it was okay. I feel like it was really let me think here, what am I looking for? It like jumped over certain things that I feel like needed more time spent on them, like aspects of her story. Because, and again, like I didn't know anything, so I had to go on like Wikipedia or whatever and find out stuff. But there's like conflicting stories going on with like, well, she says this happened, but then other people say this happened, and blah blah blah. But it was, I think they had her character be like she was too like naive and too sweet and stuff. It's like, nah, come on, there's got to be,
it's kind of like 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah. So like the movie was okay for I guess what it was, but it wasn't like, it almost felt a little bit like a Lifetime kind of like story kind of thing. So like it was okay. I'm glad I didn't go to the movies to see it or anything like that. And all the actors did a pretty good job. Sharon Stone is in it.
Really?
And it took me like 10 minutes to realize that was her, because I heard her voice and I recognized her voice, but I couldn't place who it was. Because she's like this older, really stern mother character. And I'm watching it. I'm like, oh my God, that's Sharon Stone.
That's one movie I need to see too, is Basic Instinct. I haven't seen that.
Oh.
I think that's on my list.
Yeah. That's another one that it took me forever to finally see that movie. Oh, same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's in it. What's his name? Peter Sarsgaard is in it. Oh. James Franco is in it. He's only in it for like maybe 10 minutes, and he plays Hugh Hefner. But
really,
I didn't buy it. Like, it was terrible. I didn't buy it at all. Like, I'm like, okay, well, this is James Franco. It's not Hugh Hefner. not that I know a lot about Hugh Hefner, but it didn't work at all.
He didn't transform into...
No. But yeah, the movie was okay. Not one of the better ones, but I mean, Gremlins and Fright Night made up for it, so it was okay.
I was just thinking I need to get printed on a t-shirt, like, I'm glad I didn't go to the theater. I'm glad I didn't pay money for this. Something like that, because we tend to say that a lot.
Yeah, that's one of our things, I guess. But I mean, that sums up an opinion, I think, pretty well for movies. So, yeah, I agree. But yeah, I think that's it for movies, right?
Yep, that's all I had.
So, yeah.
Kind of slacked off movie-wise.
Well, honestly, like these free movie previews that they're having, a lot of them now have been where they're ticket drawings, so you don't find out till like the night before if you got the ticket. I need more notice than that. And just a lot of them I haven't really cared about. So I did want to see Mandela, though. I didn't get a chance to see that. And I did have tickets, but I couldn't make it. But I was interested in seeing that movie. But anyway, we'll see. Maybe I'll get another chance.
Maybe.
But yeah, moving on. Let's see. Some movie news this week. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll start off with... Okay, I got it. Okay, we're going to start off with, they have released a new poster for the new, I think it's called Dawn of the Planet of the Apes movie. And it looks really, it's a good poster. I really like it. It's just a big close-up of, I'm guessing, Caesar's face from the first movie. And he's got like, looks like war paint on or something. So that's going to be good. I'm really psyched about that movie, actually. Because the first one, I was like, oh, whatever. But then I saw it and I was like, wow, that was actually pretty enjoyable. And I know you haven't seen it, so you're going to need to see that before July of next year because it's good. I liked it.
I've had people tell me it's good, but I think I was kind of the same way. Like, oh, it's a monkey movie.
Yeah, I'm like this, and it's Planet of the Apes. Come on, we've all seen this. But no, it was actually enjoyable. I enjoyed it. So yeah, you have to see that before it comes out next year. And yeah, you got a while. Although time does fly. But anyway, yeah, they had a new poster out for that. I'm guessing they'll have the trailer probably sometime in I don't know, March or something of next year. I'm guessing. But yeah, that one looks good. I'm pretty excited about that. And that's, I guess, got James Franco in it again. And it also has Jason Clarke in it, who I really like. He's I think he's a very intense looking guy, so he plays bad guys pretty well. And I haven't seen Zero Dark 30 yet. I know that's his big movie and whatever, but I just haven't watched it yet. I'll see it one of these days.
We should all watch that together.
Yeah, but it's I think it's really long.
Oh yeah, you and your long movies.
Me. Yeah. Well, that's something. It's a really serious movie, so I have to be in the mood to watch it. But anyway, what was my point here? Oh, okay. So yeah, he's in the movie, and then I also read that he is in talks, whatever that means, to possibly play the role of John Connor in the new Terminator movie that they're making. So, okay, first off, they're making a new Terminator movie, but it's obviously going to have something to do with time travel because if he's playing John Connor, he's obviously in his 40s or late 30s or something. And then they cast Emilia Clarke, who is, what's her name?
Daenerys.
Yeah, on Game of Thrones to play Sarah Connor. She's noticeably younger than him. So, there's going to be some kind of time travel in there. But from what I've read, this movie is kind of it's definitely not a sequel. I guess it's kind of like a reboot. But why? Yeah, exactly. The first set of movies haven't even really finished. The story isn't done. So how can you do a reboot on those? And then they're still okay, I know the first Terminator came out in 84 or whatever, so that's a while ago. But but still, the storyline's been going on every couple of years. There's another movie out, so to do a reboot, I think it's just a really dumb idea. I don't like it at all.
And they said that Arnold Schwarzenegger is still going to show up as the signature cyborg.
He doesn't look the same.
How?
Yeah, exactly. How are you gonna make this believable for me?
I mean, I remember in the I think it was the very last Terminator movie, I saw it a while ago, but the most recent one with Christian Bale and stuff, that they had Arnold Schwarzenegger, his face, but that was not his body. They had
it was completely computer animated. Yeah.
CGI stuff.
And even with that, I'm not really a fan of that because it's I can still tell that's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. So it's just detracting from it, I think. So I'm not really over the moon about them making another Terminator movie. I really like the first two movies. So I don't know. Yeah. It is hard to say.
I love Emilia Clarke, as Daenerys anyway.
But also that too, I've never seen her in anything else. I mean, she's cool. Not taking anything. I mean, she's one of my favorite characters on Game of Thrones, but I've never seen her in anything else. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's going to be her before she finds out about the Terminators and stuff. I don't know. I have no idea.
I was just thinking how you said since she's your favorite character on Game of Thrones, well, now she's going to die. Because obviously they kill off all the people that you like.
Yeah.
That's just classic Game of Thrones.
Oh, God.
And Joffrey gets to live.
Yeah, right?
Anyway.
Yeah. That'd be crazy if she gets killed off.
Oh.
She's the dragon lady.
Yeah.
And she's the last of her bloodline or whatever. So that would be pretty crazy.
Then, but
not for a while, but who the hell knows when that series.
When does that start again? Summer?
April, I think.
Oh, April. God.
Yeah, got a while. Out. Soon they'll start trickling in little ads for it and teasers and stuff, I think. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, she's gonna be Sarah Connor. I don't know. It's interesting news, but at the same time,
I'm no.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. You can't do reboots. They should just not do reboots ever. If you're gonna do a remake, maybe, but reboots, I guess they kind of fall into the same category almost, though. But yeah, I'm over it. I don't. That's all I have to say about that. Was there any other movie news? Oh, what did you think of the Godzilla trailer?
It was very similar to the one that got leaked, at least the ending and everything. But the first half of it, I was like bored with it because it was all these people just falling through the sky. I was like, like okay, what's going on? But I still like, just like with the teaser that got leaked or whatever. I still got chills when they had this. You could see the shape, of Godzilla, and then he turns on and does like the T-Rex kind of
right, because it was a bunch of people or a bunch of army guys or whatever falling. They were falling down, and then I don't know. Whatever.
They showed a little montage of some damage, but they didn't show Godzilla till the very end, which was not. That was kind of cool.
Smart, yeah.
But
I don't
didn't blow me away.
I'm interested in that movie.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Cautiously interested.
I'm one of those weird people that actually liked the Godzilla that came out that had Hank Azaria and
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. Like, I didn't mind that movie. I know that a lot of people said it's an awful movie, but I was like, I was entertained by it. So
yeah,
my sister likes it too. So like,
I remember going to see that in the theater and thinking it was okay, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But I think that's the only time I've seen that movie actually. So I don't really remember a lot of it. I remember there being babies running around Madison Square Garden, but that's like it. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully they learn their lesson and they're making a more true, Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. That's next summer, right? I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I would say so. So yeah, was there anything else?
Other than you mentioned, speaking of like reboots that they shouldn't do, The Naked Gun.
Oh yeah,
Why
I read that.
in God's name?
So yeah, they I guess want to remake the Naked Gun series, and they're gonna have Ed Helms, from The Office and Hangover. He's gonna, I guess, be playing Leslie Nielsen's Frank
Drebin.
Yeah.
No one can replace Leslie Nielsen and Priscilla Presley.
But I mean, like those were those movies. They were for that time, and it's fine. Like
yeah.
I don't know. I don't. There's no point. Like I don't see the point.
There's nothing wrong with them. I'm very upset by this.
Yeah, it's very, very lazy, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I know. I may actually, to the point, but like not go see them just because like why these movies are awesome. Like why would you want to remake them?
Yeah, I'm not going to see that unless maybe if I get a free ticket. But I'm not going to go see that.
Yeah,
that sounds stupid. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is cray. But anyway, so yeah, that was it for movie news, right?
I think so, yeah.
No Tom Hiddleston stuff?
No, I looked up, but nothing, he hasn't done anything crazy this week.
Tom, get on it. All right. Well, anyway, moving on into... Actually, I want to bring this up now before we forget, because we forgot last week. We haven't really touched on books, and I know we're both in the middle of reading things right now. So what are you reading?
Well, I'm actually done. I reread Mockingjay.
Okay. Was it as good as the first time?
Yeah, it was still, there's a lot of stuff like, oh, I forgot this happened. And there's some very, some select scenes. I'm like, oh, man, like, I get choked up reading them in the book. I can just imagine the movie.
Yeah,
it makes me definitely look forward to the movie.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's a certain scene near the end that makes me cry every time. And I cried again, like really? Actual tears rolling down my face crying.
Aww.
So good book.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to reread it, but I'm going to wait again till like November or October of next year to reread it.
I just thought of, you've seen Cruel Intentions, right?
Yes.
Do you remember when they're looking at Reese Witherspoon through binoculars and she's like, oh, she's crying like little baby scared of the big bad book? Or like, that's me reading Mockingjay.
Yep. Get a box of tissues and have your cat sitting on your lap and everything. Yeah. No, it's a good book. I can't wait to reread it. Cool. Well, are you going to be starting anything else soon?
Nothing really has come out other than there's a the next book in my Black Daggerhood Brotherhood Daggerhood Black Dagger Brotherhood.
I was like,
comes out in March, so I'll be pre-ordering that and I'll be reading that in a day.
March, that's far away.
She releases one every March, so there's she does a separate series, the Angel series. I know I brought it up before, but I think that so it's every 6 months basically she'll have a book. One from this series, one from that series, which is nice.
That's good. Yeah. Now, have you read that series?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Read both of them. They're both very good, and they both kind of have characters that overlap.
Crossover.
Yeah, which is nice. So
interesting. Okay,
so
cool.
look forward to that. But other than that, I don't really
Nothing.
have anything that's shouting out at me like, read me.
Yeah. I am reading, to, be in the Christmas spirit, I am reading Krampus the Yule Lord. And it's, I'm not that far into it, maybe like a quarter of the way into the book or something. But it's very interesting. I don't know how it's going to play out or anything like that. Because it's, like, right now, Santa's almost kind of like the bad guy. He imprisoned Krampus, and Krampus is trying to get out, and all this other stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I cannot remember the author's name, and I'm very sorry that I can't remember the author's name. But this guy is the same guy who wrote this book that I read last Christmas called The Child Thief, which was it takes place in Neverland, and it's got Peter Pan in it. But there's a lot of stuff that's different, and Captain Hook's in it too. And that book, for the first 3/4 of that book, I thought was awesome. I was like, man, if they ever make a movie of this, it's going to kick ass. This is so awesome. And then the ending, I was just like, oh, well.
Well, that sucked.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with the ending. Aww. And it was annoying because the book was so good up until that point. So, like, now if I ever recommend it to anybody, I tell them that because I'm like, look, just FYI, because I don't want you to hate me. I love this book, but it's not like the ending. So I hope this one doesn't do the same thing where you have all this momentum building and then just kind of at the end. Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, it's interesting for sure.
I was thinking I should try to read is A Christmas Carol. It's Charles Dickens, right? Like, I've never read that. I've seen all these different movie versions of it. But
yeah, you can read it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you have it?
No.
No, I don't either.
I'm sure it's cheap for my Nook. I can
it should be cheap, yeah. Cool. All right. Well, that's our book section. We kind of skipped over that last couple times, but anyway, I just wanted to make mention of it. But now, moving on into TV, let's see, no Walking Dead anymore. Everything's kind of going on their breaks right now.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Scandal, I think, doesn't come back till like the end of February. I'm like, geez, that's a big break. But yeah, everything's wrapping up. Let me see. I think Homeland's got 1 or 2 episodes left. I can't remember. But yeah, everything's stopping for the holidays. But what did you watch?
I just watched Sleepy Hollow and an episode of Sons of Anarchy.
Okay, how's Sleepy Hollow going?
Sleepy Hollow, I'm getting fed up with it, honestly.
Oh, no.
I noticed like, I seem to be playing on my phone more than watching the episode.
Really?
While I was watching it. Because the whole, remember how last week I said how they came out with some big news and stuff, like little twists and everything?
Right.
Well, they kind of resolved it and kind of shoved it under the carpet with this episode. It's like, okay, we'll do that. And then it's, now we're all better now and we're going to forget about it. It just...
Oh. Well,
I don't know. I didn't reveal what it was, right?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it had something to do with Katrina.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, they just kind of resolved it, and there was another monster to battle, and they were able to defeat the monster. And yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of a side story going on with that detective played by Orlando
Jones. Yeah.
Orlando Jones, yeah. And there's a little they're going after him because he's trying to be good or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm getting fed up with it because I'm getting kind of tired of the whole there's a monster and we defeat it and we're done. I don't know.
Well, that I am going to tell you right now, unless the show does like a drastic weird thing, that's going to be, it's one of those shows, it's a Monster of the Week show. Yeah. And then you're going to have underlying season-long storylines going on, but that's probably going to be the formula of that show.
See, I had thought when I first started watching the show, I thought it was going to be just like The Horseman and have that be the center focus.
Yeah. Well, I guess, but I guess that story would be too thin. To try to stretch that out over a whole season or whatever would probably get kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, it was kind of
I was kind of mad that the big thing with Katrina last week, they kind of just and that's it, and and it's weird how they addressed it. I don't know if you had seen it, we could talk about it more in depth, but just I was like, well, that's it. Okay.
Oh, I kind of want to just watch it now so I can see what you're talking about. Is it on break now?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'll look to see, and then I'll record it because I'll still keep up with it just so I can yell about it.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm. All right. So what about what's going on Sons?
Well, I just watched episode 10. I don't know how many are in season 1.
I think there's probably 12. So you're really close.
I'm done. Yeah. Basically, it's back with the whole Miss Lady bitch from the feds, the
ATF.
ATF. Yeah, she's
Saul.
she's bearing down on. She was going to interview all the women,
right?
Like Gemma and
all the old
Cherry
ladies.
Pie. Yeah, to get some information.
Wait, who?
Cherry Pie or whatever her name is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What you think I said?
I didn't know what you
okay.
said. That's why I just didn't. Wait, what?
Did I get the thing wrong? I don't know. But it was actually, this episode was really amusing. Like, it was making me laugh, because I really hate the ATF lady.
Oh God, she's horrible.
When she first starts out with Opie's wife, like talking to her, and she's like, I don't know anything. Like, you don't tell me about what's going on in my family. She's like, I don't know anything. Even if I did, I would not rat. And she goes, get out of my house, bitch.
Yeah, I like Donna.
Yeah. And then there's a scene with Gemma and the Irish guy because she's kind of holed up with him, like make sure no one finds him, I guess. And he's like talking to her about religion or something. Asks if she believes in God, and she says, I believe in family. And he like goes to give her a rosary or something, and she said, there's only one way those beads can make me feel good. And I was like, oh my God. That's Gemma though, and he's just like, oh.
He's like, okay, never mind.
And then the other line that made me laugh is that, which I thought was interesting, that Tara actually admitted to Jax that, like, your mom said that I should end it. 'Cause I thought for sure she was just going to end it and not mention that Gemma said anything.
Yeah.
And he said, what I need you to do is stop listening to my crazy mom and get some sleep.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's good. So yeah, I was laughing and I was entertained. So. And I'm trying to remember how
lady-centered episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how it ended. Like,
that was with Otto, wasn't it? Stahl went to go see Otto about didn't you just watch it?
Yeah, I know. Well, you're saying these names. I don't remember who's who.
Otto, the guy with the eye in jail.
Oh, okay, yeah. With the that was awesome too.
Yeah,
He was gonna rat and stuff, but then he ended up like just slamming the lady's head on the desk.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of her.
And she's like, has a personal vendetta now. She already did, but now she's like really pissed off because he was like laughing and stuff.
Yeah, and he like really, her face was messed up.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if she lost some teeth or what, but
I don't know.
They broke Cherry Pie out of jail.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And,
that was, it was like arson or something.
Yeah,
stupid,
like
right?
she's like, I got something I did, and my real name is Rita, or I don't know. I was like, what?
You're like, you probably should have said something about this earlier.
But I was like, oh, isn't that sweet? Because like Gemma hugged her goodbye and stuff, which is funny because she had hit her with a skateboard before.
Oh my God, yeah. Horrible.
So it's entertaining, definitely. So I'm liking it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, with the exception of like maybe last season or so, but I think there's like 12 episodes a season, so you're close to the end. Interesting.
Still got a ways to go, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but I mean it's fine, especially now because the 6th season is now over with, so it's not going to start again until like the middle of September or whatever. So you got a while.
Yeah.
So that's good. You could possibly, well, actually, you probably will catch up because everybody I know that starts the show is like a roller coaster. It's like click, 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 click. It just goes through.
I really have to stop as I click next episode.
Yeah, you'll get to a point where you're like, no, I'll just watch one more, just one more.
2 a.m. like my eyes are watering from watching.
Nessa, what did you do last night? Oh, I watched Sons.
Like, I understand completely.
I got it. Yeah, totally. Cool news. Yeah, I don't really, I mean, hopefully I'm going to try to do a very short sidecast episode about this week's Sons because it was the finale and holy jeezy crazy shit. Whoa. Whew. I can't. I don't even want to start talking about it. But anyway, that was like my big show for the week. But anyway, yeah, that's that. Kind of a shorter episode this week, but we got through everything we wanted to talk about. And I mean, yeah, neither of us have gone to the movies lately. So.
Yeah. No big movie to talk about.
Not really, no. And then we're actually both headed out to Orlando later this afternoon too. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, we didn't pick our movies for next week though.
Oh, well, I was probably going to go with A Christmas Story. If I can find that somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Either that or It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, yeah. I got to watch that too.
I'm pretty sure that I saw that on Netflix.
Okay.
So, we could both watch it and then we could both talk about it.
Yeah, we could do that. I'll try to fit in another movie too, though, because I feel like it's not going to be a whole lot to talk about. Yeah. It's a Wonderful Life.
Like, it's sweet. It made me cry.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Let me see. Right off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Prancer.
Now, do you have Prancer?
No.
See, yeah, I need something that is easily accessible.
I'll go see if they lower the prices at Blockbuster, because they had it at Blockbuster, and I don't think that's a hot movie that people are out buying. So,
well, it is Christmas time though.
Oh, so I wouldn't mind owning it anyway.
Oh, okay.
But we can look on Netflix, see if they have it. You never know. They added a whole bunch of Christmas stuff on Netflix.
I left my Christmas movies at my parents' house, but I'll get those because I have at least like 3 or 4 that you could watch. So, but we'll figure it out. But for right now, we're going to shoot for It's a Wonderful Life for next week. And
Prancer.
And
if I can get it for you.
God, I got jury duty on Monday. I'm so not looking forward to
really?
that. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And so next Friday is the 20th. I'm trying to think if anything comes out next Friday. I want to say American Hustle does, which that I want to see.
Yeah.
It's got like 1 million Golden Globe nominations. But anyway, yeah, that's again though I'm not sure if I'm actually going to go see it, but I want to. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
So, in closing, if you would like to talk to us about anything at all besides spam or like hate speech, you can email us at damselsindebate@gmail.com. You can go to our website and stream our episodes and talk to us on there also. It is just damselsindebate.com. And that has all our episodes. If you want I think it's like 10 most recent episodes, you can subscribe to us on iTunes. And that will, I think you can automatically download the new episodes then. And you can also rate and review us on there. We're also on Stitcher for you Android phone users. And we're also on Twitter and on Facebook. Just search for Damsels in Debate. That's everything, right?
Like us on Facebook. Big thumbs up.
Yeah. We're putting our thumbs up right now.
Like us on Facebook.
Yeah. And yeah, then next week, It's a Wonderful Life and Prancer and maybe something else.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't have to do jury duty. Hopefully. All right. But until next week, everybody have a great weekend and hopefully your work week goes quickly.
Yeah. Talk to you next time.
All right. Bye-bye.